distractions, that's what it is, yes. The latest dead cat been thrown into the ring. You see, Donald Trump had to do something because we're all talking about the Epstein files. And the fact, why was Jeffrey Epstein in prison if there was no list? Why did he kill himself if there was no list? Why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison if there is no list? I wonder. So what does he do? I know. We'll start sending Ukraine weapons. That's what we'll do. And say we're not very happy with Vladimir Putin. Ooh, he keeps bombing people, he does. In Ukraine. He's making out he is. Donald, that is that. Vladimir Putin is not a fair player. No. But the fact is, it's all about that dead cat. Throw another dead cat in the ring and look over here, not over there, or look over there, not over here, or over whatever. It's all a distraction that it is. So DOE 174, well, that's where he is in the list. The Epstein list. Donald Trump, that is. He's going to do whatever he can. Whatever he can to distract you from what's going on. You see, the MAGA movement is splitting down the middle of it. Yeah, they're still crazy though. There's something not quite right going up there. And even some of their so-called manosphere, the manosphere, you know, wow. They're speaking out as well. They're not happy. In fact, they're mocking Trump. Mocking him. Well, they are, because they ain't happy. Hey, knows what, cheers, buddy. Got a coffee. Got a beer here at the moment, yeah. Oh, thanks, 88B23. Hello, my friends in Canada. I hope you're well. Well, you see. They're all turning on them, that they are. I know we keep going over this again and again, but it's the developments there is. There's somebody else I would like to talk about. There's a guy called Leon Black. You know, he's somebody we need to be talking about as well. Yes, a billionaire, Leon Black, who was involved with Jeffrey Epstein. He too was accused of, how to put it, a little bit of what's the phrase? There's a four-letter word, but you know, well, sex without permission. Apparently, I've got to be careful what I say. So I've been told. Well, you see, a financier for Jeffrey Epstein. A billionaire, Leon Black. He was there, he was, financing Jeffrey Epstein's ventures on the islands. Well, it says there. Oh. Continuing his investigation, billionaire financier Leon Black's extensive and unexplained financial ties with Jeffrey Epstein. Senate Finance Committee ranking member Ron Weidendahl sent a letter yesterday to the Department of Justice, Treasury and FBI referring information obtained through his investigation and requesting documents that would shed light on the financing of Epstein's activities. This was back in March, this year. Now, Wyden also releasing a $62 million settlement between Leon Black and the Attorney General of the US Virgin Islands, which provided Black immunity from criminal prosecution. You can buy yourself immunity. How is that okay? In the USVI for his financial support of Jeffrey Epstein. The Black settlement with the USVI explosively acknowledges that Jeffrey Epstein used money Black paid him to partially fund his operations in the Virgin Islands. Now let's not forget about Peter Thiel as well. Peter Thiel, who, well, the Epstein Well, he invested in, beat the deal that he did, and the Epstein Foundation is, not foundation, but the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, the family of, are still benefiting from this investment in beat the deal. You see all these people like that, not like that, but a bit like that as well, actually, but you know, they're kind of, anyway, maybe, I don't know, whatever. But you see, the MAGA movement is not having any of it. They're still chomping at the bit. Now, unfortunately, it appears that the comment section's been turned off on Donald Trump's Truth Social, on his post, telling everybody, stop talking about Charlie Epstein, or Jeffrey Epstein, stop it, he says, yeah. Even his son, Trump Jr., said, release the foils, yes, release the Kraken, release the sharks with the lasers on their fucking heads. Do something like that. You see, but Donald Trump responds, stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein. It's the same old shit, again and again and again. Nothing like, saying, I'm in that list. Well, we know. He's number 174 of the DOE. That he is. But, you know, that was obviously, you know, to be fair enough, that was obviously, yeah, it was Obama, Clinton, all that lot. They're the ones who made that list, isn't it, you know? It's not Jeffrey Epstein's own list, is it, you know? And now, as Ghislaine Maxwell, I feel like to call her like a Giz, you see, because there's a lot of that flying about at the time, so I like to call her Ghislaine Maxwell. Anyway, Ghislaine Maxwell, she's now saying that, I want a deal, Mr. Trump. I want a deal, or I will expose the list. She's saying she's got the list. She's probably got the fucking P tapes as well. That she has. Oh, blimey. You can never tell what these people are into, can you? Oh, probably wear nappies and stuff and crawl around on the floor. They get whipped across the derriere. They are. They're into all sorts with their gimp suits on. Not the people. Blimey. These people are the worst. That they are. I can just imagine. That I can. Hello, Chris. Miss Maxwell was hottie in her younger days. She was, you know, she was. But let's not excuse the fact that she is, well, she basically groomed these girls. Just like Guffrey. She had a car accident. Someone's telling me she had a car accident in a very bad way. Anyway, she committed suicide and she wasn't she was not in a good place. And she was saying that in an interview, the first time that they met, Ghislaine and Epstein, all in the room, they were teaching how to do the old, if you know what I mean, almost straight away. Talk about being groomed and put on the fucking spot with all these promises of be made famous and stuff. What? On sex.com. Or is it, I don't know, ex-hamster, what they call it these days, I don't know. I just find that these are people's kids. How do you feel as one of your kids, you know, got drawn into that world, you know? Because maybe they can afford their rent or something stupid like that, so they do what they can to pay the bills, you know? Maybe put themselves through college, who knows? Taking advantage of people when they're down. The worst are these people. They are the worst. I've got daughters, you know. I know anything could happen to them, and it's cut off, don't it? See, the family of Dufresne, Yeah, they've been speaking out about it. In fact, they've been allowing certain interviews regarding, well, the sisters, the daughters there. These people, including Donald Trump, who's most likely on that list and involved, we know he was, let's be honest, he was there. He was there, doing his thing. Unfortunately, but you know, they're the worst. But anyway, at least, my God, and I'm chomping at the bit there. You got those who are literally what was that? Did a light just go out? It did. Damn. Who literally just trying to make excuses for these people like this crazy. Blimey, I tell you what, let me just put this whole thing up first so I can see what's going on. I'm just going to bring up my page. And I don't. Okay, that one there. Let's put that on there. Oh, there I am. Oh, what a sexy beast. Do you know what? I should be on those Virgin Islands too. Yeah. No, okay, maybe not. Alright, there we go. So, let's pop that out as in the chat so I can see what is going on. Okay, I have now got the chat. That I have. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I suppose that is. Yes, that is. AAP23. And Gingers! Hello, Gingers. I hope you're well. How was the two babies? Were they okay? Bonsoir. Bonsoir to you too. Are we in a wind tunnel? Oh, you can. Yeah, well, I've got a fan running over there. So, and I also got this one over here. Let's turn that little one off there. It's so hot. Really hot. Muggy hot, you know what I mean? It's not a nice heat, no. Save the British culture. Vote reform. Not on your fucking nappy. You think I'm the lack of thinking, do you? Not a hope in hell. It's like voting for my God, like voting for your worst nightmare. Nigel Farage, the man that brought you Brexit, that's destroyed the UK's economy. It's still, you know, the GDP is still not recovered. Bands still can't travel. You know? No. Not a hope. Yes, am I disappointed in Labour? Yes, of course I am. Would I vote for the Tory party? No, I fucking would not. I think you lost. The UK is buggered. But not as buggered as the US under Donald Trump. So, most definitely not. Would I vote for reform? No. Save British culture. You want to save British culture from a man who's got, a Belgian fucking citizenship. Hypocrites. Okay, Bondswell beeps. Oh, we in the wind tunnel, he said. I hope that's sorted, that one. That might be my little fan there. That one's not that too noisy, I don't think. And I haven't got a directional microphone on, which I don't want to do this because I can pick up the speakers then, you see. I love Gabe. Do you? Okay. Nah, dim Diosh reform. No, don't do it. It needs reform. It might need reform, but it don't need a reform party. It all needs reform. If you're talking about the United Kingdom, but again, this was the United States. You could argue France needs some reform. They all need bloody reform. But let's fix it, not break it. Let's make it work. Should Iran have a nuclear program? No. Should Iran have a domestic nuclear program? Yes. Did Donald Trump's raid on bombing campaign with the B-2 bombs, whatever they were, on Iran do the job? Nope. Did he make you safer, or has he made you less safe? They're safe. And why is that, you'll ask? Well, that's because we don't know where the fucking uranium is, since they won't speak to us anymore. No. Stupid is as stupid does, but that's Donald Trump. He's a fucking idiot. Ah, dear. Are you opening up a new Jurassic Park in the UK? I don't know, are we? I got fucking clue. Peter Thiel. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Yes. Peter Thiel is a horrid individual who thinks the whole human race should be dead, or at least he couldn't answer the question when he was asked whether it should endure. No, he's a bit like that. And also, he just wants your data. Literally. He now owns your data. He owns UK health data. Do what he bloody well likes. Yeah, they sold it, didn't they? The Tories sold your data. No, I haven't read that. Have you read the Oswald Spengler Decline of the West? No, I haven't. I've got a whole pile of books that I want to get through, but I haven't got that on my list, to be absolutely honest with you. Has anyone told you you look like Jack Black just once or twice? 3 times, 4 hundreds of bloody times. I don't see it myself. Oh, Nigel Farage is the UK next PM. Well, okay, rest in peace. Thank God I left the UK. I live in France. Thank God I left the United Kingdom. Crikey. Makes so much more sense here. So much more sense. Macron's not perfect, and also he won't be in for much longer anyway, because obviously he's done his terms. But he's more of a statesman than any of them feckin' lot. Turtle. What does that mean? Turtle. Enough waffling, says Gordon Ramsay. Well, if you don't like it, feck off with me. Should just not say anything. That's boring. Like, Miss Maxwell was hot in the younger days. I agree, she was. Still a nasty, horrible piece of work. The protesters, yes, we need more protests. Greetings, folks. Greetings to you, Mark's gas station. Hope you're well, my friend. And Chrome Dome says hi. Hi to you too. And else we're going, man, my friend. Hope you're well. Just pop me in to see if all is good. Yeah, we're okay, mate. How's you? Glad to see you here, Mad Monk. Marcus, did you watch the Bastille Day Parade? Yes, I do. Yes, Trump is envious. I have to admit, they do a fucking good parade here. Yes, because today was a bank holiday. Because of, you know, the Bastille. Take down the Bastille! Chop off their heads! That's what's got going on here. Tenacious! What are you talking about, Tenacious D? Well, I've been practicing today, that I have. I've been practicing me cock push-ups, I have. Oh, blimey. I can only do one. I love Tenacious D. Oh, there, mate. Yes, he probably is very envious, that he is. Trump don't know how to do a parade. He's got squeaky feckin' tanks, that he has. Then the tumbleweed comes. Oh, what the hell's that all about? Crikey. He's falling asleep. Understandably so. It was kind of like womb music with all the, you know, what's that? Oh, crikey. ASMR. Yeah, that's all like ASMR. All that squeaking going on. Yes, the Trump's parade must have hurt his ego. It was pretty horrendous, wasn't it? That wasn't great. Yes, it was hilarious. Anyway, there are these mega morons about this, you know, a bit like Reform Party morons, you know, we've got one in the chat at the moment, sorry buddy, but you know, if you've, you think that snake oil salesman is going to make your life any better, you are very much mistaken. You're going to be very, very disappointed, that you are. Just like this guy here, dance around on the head of a pin. Shall I put some sound on?
Power, money, and
Shall I put some sound on? Should I just put that over there? Here we go.
Dealing with the highest levels of demonic temptation, power, money, and imagine what kind of pathological mental state you're in to be in the top of those leagues. So I heard one guy say that if you're really at the highest level of those organizations, you put your own mother in a wood chipper if they got in the way. And so, I mean, they were saying that cynically, but these are FBI guys saying, there's a certain state of mind in these people. And I believe it. And so the Warren Commission will truth be ever known? Falsified documents, false trails. They just blew the brains out of a president in broad daylight. That's these people. And I think they would be willing to plant information, evidence, and create false trails and all kinds of booby traps. They're capable. This is what they do. They're like almost like demonically inspired at the craft that they're in. And Trump says, "Don't put me into the butler box again." And that's, I think, what he's trying to say. That's my take on it. So I don't think he's hiding. I think he's trying to avoid something. Dealing with the highest levels of.
Is that deluded or what? I think in fact it is. I think the man is an absolute lunatic. He's the kind of guy who'd vote for Nigel Farage, if you know what I mean. So. Trump's parade, it must have hurt his ego, most definitely did. That wasn't it this year. Why you sound so British? That's because I am. I'm Norfolk, me. Norfolk, yeah. You know, where we have got webbed feet, apparently. It's like you're getting told, yeah. Usually by people from Ipswich. But anyway. Chrome dome, as gay as your lasagna. That was. I heard that term before. As gay as your lasagna. Lasagna. Like up top, Mad Monk delete them. Okay, cheers, buddy. What did he say? I'm curious now. Okay. I'm not gay, but there you go. Whatever tickles your fancy. If you want to dream about me, there you go. I've already had one rather crazy person who decided they just want to constantly send me messages. Took offence because I blocked them. Why are you against Nigel Farage? Why? Because he is a feckin'... well, moron for a start. He's a fascist. He gave you Brexit. And he lies and lies and lies. He can't help himself. Just another evil piece of work. He shit on you, and then he hides. The fisherman, he shat on them. Used them, he did, then discarded them. The farmers used them, discarded them. And now he's got the cheek to come back and say, I've got all the answers. And besides, you got flipping Richard Tice, what a moron. Hasn't got a clue. Oh my God, Mad Bunk's been busy. I think they wish you were gay, Mark, saying that because I'm so sexy. I can't help it. That's all the talk of those cock push-ups in it. That's what it is. But no, I'm not actually. But I'll go along with the flow. No, I will. I don't care. You won't offend me. I don't care. I've got too long in the bloody tooth to care. I am. So there you go. And I'm not homophobic, so yeah. So what if I was gay? So there you go. Doesn't make any difference to me. But I'm not. Yeah, good. That's good. Oh my God, yes. Love the FIFA Trump disaster. All go for the World Cup. Yes, watch. And we can all go up there and shout, rapist, rapist, pedo, or something like that, you know, not just boo him, down. Make it so there's actual words. And maybe I don't know, a Mexican wave as well, you know, in the form of pedo. That'd make him happy, wouldn't it? That he would. And besides, you know, old Trump and that, he's been invited, he has been invited by the King. Well, the King had his arm pushed back behind his back, didn't he, by Keir Starmer to give old Donny another state visit, yes. Unprecedented. 2 state visits, not one, but 2. I'll tell you what he won't be getting. He won't be getting all the paraphernalia that Emmanuel Macron got just last week. No. Since the date has been planned for recess, yes, there'll be no parliament. Oh, that wasn't planned, was it? No. So hold on, he ain't going to be able to address Parliament. Actually, they voted against it. Anyway, to address Parliament. Thank God for that. How boring would that be? Oh my God, that man. Oh, there be. Jack Black from Tenho. Probably. You know, AliExpress. Oh, the real crime is that outfit. It's a shirt, okay? It's my. I'm very debonair, me. You know, yes, and me hat. Why the hell is the King seeing that buffoon again? Oh, you see, it's down to the fact that Keir Starmer. I thought, I know how we can woo Trump. We can give him another state visit, and then he'll talk nicely to Volodymyr Zelensky, give him all the weapons he needs. That backfired, didn't it? That backfired big time, that it did. And, well, the UK is now stuck with it. In fact, she said to ourselves and say to him that maybe, somebody who is a human rights violator, who puts children in shackles while they get them off the bus to put them into a detention centre. Yes, children, 12-year-old they were. But quite frankly, that man don't deserve anything, in fact, apart from the chop. And if you know what I mean. What drugs are you on? I can honestly say I've never taken drugs in my life. I've got a beer. It's only a light beer today, though. It's only about 5% light beer for me. Actually, it's 4%. It's even lighter. That's a UK beer. Are you Minecraft Steve? Oh, how many times I've heard that? Yes, I am. I'm Minecraft Steve, mate. It's Chinese, can't you tell? What the fuck's going on here? Oh dear. If you ever oh, nice. I would like to visit Canada. I really would like to visit Canada at some point. When there's a cheap flight going or something like that, or cheaper flight, because at the moment they're quite expensive. I would like to visit Canada. I have never been. But from what I can see, I really quite fancy it, actually. It's green, and I love nature, and I love trees, and I love rocks, you know, walks and all that sort of stuff. You know, that's me all over. I'm not a city boy, me. I'm not interested in that at all. You know, it balls out at me. Just seeing those shit that we've built. Oh, God, yeah, there's another bloody building over there. Apparently that was built in 1849 or something, you know. And then, boring. I've built enough buildings to know about building. I have to admit, I do quite like churches, even though I'm not a religious man. No, I do admire that architecture and the skill involved with it. Truth Social is an oxymoron. for the MAGA morons, and there certainly is plenty of them. Now, there has been some people speaking out there as in the manosphere, but they ain't happy, are they? You know, it's not Andrew Tate this time either, because Andrew Tate's a bit busy. Is thinking about the fact he's well, he could end up in jail. Him and his brother. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Yeah. Well, I have to admit, Australia's got it right. Yeah, ban the fucking mobile phones in schools. That's a good start. Stop kids on this bloody social media while they're at school. Same if here in France is banned in French schools as well. You know, during school hours. Good. Good. There's no good going to come from it. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing to be gained. Well, we have got this pair of numpties, although they are now mocking Trump, that they are, over the Epstein debacle. Oh dear we do me. Poor old Trump, he's getting attacked, he is, from all sides, yeah. Oh, but why didn't I press play on there? There you go. There we are, that one on there. Oh, crikey, what's happened? Oh, there it is. Oh, crikey, we're not in frame. Let's move it back a bit. Oh, is that better? That's a little bit better, isn't it? Okay, let's go for it, shall we? Yeah, this is on the Bullwark.
Boy, don't
Looks
worry.
like Trump dog.
Yeah,
It's tough not to fucking point some fingers.
huge
Because
question.
you got
mark.
killed while you were president,
Yeah,
and you were there. I mean, there's so many photos of them chilling.
allegedly hung with staff.
The
Allegedly hung with the staff.
cope on Trump's innocent. The cope is fucking pretty intense. Yeah, he did go to the island, and he just hung out with the staff. Dude, the staff said that. Was the staff 12?
There's the thing; they were never going to release it. That was like it became apparent. Like they're not fucking like those trillionaires.
Did you see him? Somebody brought it up at a meeting, and Trump was like, "Are you guys still talking about Epstein?" It's like, that's crazy. There's so much other stuff going on. I can't believe you're bringing up Epstein. Are you serious? God, get a life. You guys are obsessed with this shit. What the fuck? No one even cares. Yeah, it's so long ago. The guy killed himself. He was innocent. What the hell?
They're probably all sexual blackmailed.
So these guys are taking it the next step, not just mocking Trump, but being like, are you in on it? Like, he got killed when you were president. Are you in on it?
That's Tim Miller, that is, from the Bullwark. They do some pretty good substacks as well. Andrew Evans, hello there. Although I saw you earlier. Social media is destroying humanity and decency. Oh my god, you aren't wrong. Fucking hell, I absolutely hate it. And do you know what else I hate? Alright, is when I follow these people, like for instance Midas Touch and crikey, various others, Brian Taylor Cohen and Luke Beasley, you name it. They're just all Mockler and all that, you know. And they're all on feckin' X. They're always quoting X. They're always what the feck? Get off there! Get the feck off there! All you're doing is putting money in a fucking Nazi's pocket. It's like all these politicians that are on there. Get off there! If they got any decency left in you, get out! What the heck is going on with these people? You know? The man's just doing Nazi salutes and you're going on this fucking platform using his grok and what are you? Who's also a bloody Hitler. You know, he said, was it Mecha Hitler? He called it Grok. I said he. I said it's a real person. But, you know, the fucking AI, Grok, called itself Mecha Hitler. So have a right old fucking go, Anna. I said, just get off that platform. So many people, anytime I go on there, is if, for instance, there's something that somebody's put on there that hasn't been shared on Blue Sky, but I don't go searching on it, I don't do searches on there, and I don't have it in my feed. In other words, not blocked the I just got at I don't get a feed from it. I don't want to know. I should be honest, I haven't been on there for weeks. Actually, I haven't been on there for months. I can't remember the last time I've been on there. Well, actually, no, I was on there. That was last week, actually. That's to show you something, I think, I remember rightly. The thing is, you've got to remember also, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, who's now looking to the courts and what have you to get off, and also to Donald Trump. She must be part of them, doesn't she? She's looking for a deal, a non-custodial deal. That's what she's looking for at the moment, and she could get it. She could get it. But she wasn't the only enabler of Jeffrey Epstein. She just wasn't. Not at all. There are others, and in fact, all those people who were his customers, his client list, they're all enablers. They're all enablers. But according to Donald Trump, we've got to stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein. It's nuts. It just is absolute nuts that we have to listen to these people, for Christ's sake. They are horrendous individuals, and let's move that over there. And sex offenders. Rapists. Of kids, effectively. If you're 12 or 13, 14 years old, you don't know what you're doing. It all sounds like, oh yeah, get wooed quite easy. You're a bit naive. You just are like that age, Cheers, Mad Monk, for doing that. Yeah, I hate autocorrect as well, my friend. Oh, that I do. Static? What static? Have you got static? JBT on... Oh, crikey. JBT. Didn't he just got to the front stage? The orange ass. Hello, Chris Fisher. I hope you're well, my friend. Nice. I love pen. What pen pasta? It's kind of blurry. Oh, it is. Hang on, let me just double check something there. I wonder if I'm on the right internet. Oh, I'm not. Reconnecting. Is that better? Oh, for some reason it jumped onto my outside internet. I've got an antenna outside, so I can get internet around the garden. But obviously going through these great big thick walls, stone walls, it's it's not likely to be a very good... How long has it been like that? Oh, that looked better. Oh, crikey, see my pimples. Big love. I like pasta and pasty. What? I like pasta too, quite frankly. We make our own pasta sometimes. I like cheese on everything, sis. What? You can get some Caniston for that, you know that, don't you? Megan said you like cheese on that, don't you? That's not actually cheese, that's a yeast infection, just so you know. Okay? What's the white noise? I have got a fan going on in the background there, so it might be that. I can't think of it. Let me just have a look at the sound on hairs. There is that fan. Let's get rid of that. Let's turn it off. Oh my god. How's that? Let me get you out. My ass is hanging out. That's a bit better. I'll melt, don't worry. Hello, cat's eye moves, I hope you're well. Oh Jesus, who is my derriere? I wonder if Ghislaine will spill the beans, that's what I'm wondering at the moment, Apparently she's got the list. She said she's got the list. She's also said in the past that she's got the videos as well. I wonder where they are if that's the case. And how funny though, everything that revolves around this kind of behaviour. You know, look what happened to Dufresne. You know, I mean, did she have a car accident? I was saying, and then it makes you wonder if the royal family is trying to not, have another car accident like they did with Diana. But it went wrong. And then you got people who know stuff like Jeffrey Epstein. He seems to be, appears that he may have been topped while he's in prison. And then you got other people like McAfee Geezy, he pegged it while he's in prison. He managed to avoid all those years being chased by various individuals, the government, and also mafia bosses and all what have you. And then he ends up in prison, and then he pegs it. It's not a safe place, these prisons, is it? Why did you say no? Now you'll sweat some beer out. I probably will now. Eating some meatloaf. Oh God, I fancy meatloaf now. Now I'm really hungry, says Procasta Films. Yes, it does get a bit like that. When people talk about food, you tend to get a little bit hungry, don't you? A bit peckish, like you do. Well, you talk about the manosphere. Oh, that's such a weird thing to say, that the manosphere. But that's Tim Miller again. I like Tim Miller. He seems like a fairly good geezer, But these other two cretins that you're about to say, Schultz and that, they're just idiots. But they're turning on Trump, so...
Clip from the Andrew Schultz Flagrant podcast that engages more on some other non-Epstein related concerns that they have with Trump.
I believe when Trump, everything he campaigned on, I believe he wanted to do. And now he's doing the exact opposite thing of every single fucking thing.
I don't know what he's done. And yeah, exactly your point. If you tell me, it's easier for me to believe you wanted to do all these things if any of them were happening in the way that you said they
to
would.
that point, like there'll be people that they'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah.
I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back. And now he's even flip-flopped on that, which I kind of like. But he's like, oh, well, we kind of need the people working in restaurants, and we need our farmers. It's like,
all right. So
we need the restaurants, and we need the farms. What they just do at the glass house farm? Raided it. These farms are going to fail because they're not going to be able to function at this rate. They're just not, are they? At the end of the day, they need people. They need people. People are not making them anymore. Oh, crikey. I tried to help, but I'm firing blanks. Actually, I don't know, but there you go. No, I don't want it. No, definitely not. Oh, crikey, can I imagine having kids again? Blimey, I've had six kids. At least they're good kids. Okay. They're not a bad bunch. I ain't giving us too much grief anyway. So, there's a possibility Ghislaine Maxwell could walk. She could end up finding herself free as a bird. With a shitload of bloody money, probably. And then she'll probably be disappeared. Maybe she'll have a car accident or something. Now, Prince Andrew. The King's brother, Prince Andrew, who was, accused of kiddie fiddling, effectively. Okay, not quite kiddie, but still fiddling underage, grooming young girls and all that. How embarrassing for the monarchy. Anyway, since apparently there is no Jeffrey Epstein list and that, he's actually now able to travel. He couldn't travel to the United States, but now he can. And also, his victim, has now died. She passed away. She killed herself. Bloody horrendous. So, only about 10% of the list has been released, of the files have been released. 10% of them. They're all redacted. It's like those fucking idiots. Oh, I got my file. Look at my lovely file. Yes, we could be going through this lovely file. Just those black lines. You know, there's nothing in there. It's a bit like that trade deal between the United Kingdom and the United States. You know, where it's just got one great big signature and loads of blank pages. Painful. There is no trade deals to be had with Donald Trump in charge of the United States. You know, it just isn't. All these people scurrying around trying to get a trade deal with Donald Trump. There ain't no trade deals. Because he changes his mind. At the drop of a hat. Like he does. Now, Michael Wolff, he says that the pictures of Donald Trump with all these girls and that, you know, they do exist. He says he's seen them. You know, Michael Wolff, the author. Yeah. Well, he interviewed Epstein, didn't he? Recordings of Epstein, released some of them. And Epstein said, well, we were besties, yeah, for at least 10 years, he said. We were besties. You know what, someone's bestie and not know what's going on. Of course, Donald Trump is in these was involved with everything that's going on. Besides, he had the fingers in the pies of the model agency that was well known for girls. Just a front, really, for paedophilia, really, isn't it? That's what it is. Now, the only one so far I have got any respect for, not for the fact that he's the health minister in the United States, because he's a fucking idiot in many ways, but at least he did. JFK, you know, the anti-vaxxer, he did come forward and he says he's been absolutely, from what we can tell, he's been open and honest regarding his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein and the fact that he's flown on his plane several times. Mainly 93. He did try to make out that he's there with his kids and stuff like that, and he catched the lift. I'll just catch a lift on your jet. What? That doesn't work like that. Oh dear. What do you like to eat when making content? I'm currently on a bit of a health drive at the moment because I'm trying to lose weight. Because I'm a fat bastard, that I am. So I'm trying to lose weight, and I have actually lost quite a bit so far. I've lost only 6 kilos. So I'm quite happy with my achievement. And currently I've got a thing about tomatoes. A little bit of salt. That's why I have a breakfast now. Just a piece of seedy bread and tomatoes. I do, yeah. Because it's nice, you know, because they're our own tomatoes and they taste so bloody good. God, don't they just? So I'm not eating any meat or anything like that at the moment, so I'm trying to keep away from that sort of stuff. I'm just trying to change what I'm doing and also moving more. So which isn't that easy because I've got fibromyalgia, so that's you know. So moving more and more pain, but there you go, you know, at least I'm losing weight, which hopefully the end result would help with the fibromyalgia, because carrying too much excess weight, if it's like a bag of cement, is not very helpful if you've got fibro, you know. Oh, cheers, buddy. I can see your weight loss in your neck. Thank you. Oh, thanks for noticing, Crackdown. I obviously had a big fat neck. I still want a beer though. I don't have to. I have one a day normally, but you know. Actually, not always. No, I don't always actually. Depends how I feel. Yeah, I'm trying. I just need to. I've got to others, and just I've got health problems, so I have to do something. I've got high blood pressure, so that'll help. So I need to get the weight off, get the cholesterol down. Done that before. I used to do keto diet. But you can't really do that on if you've got fibre. It sends it flipping. You just sends your body into flipping over. what's the phrase? It bugs you up, basically, it makes you worse. Have to go jogging. What, with my knees? When you've been running up and down fucking roofs and ladders all your fucking life, doing building work and joinery and that, it's it buggers your joints up. But no, I wouldn't go jogging, but I will be doing some exercise. I used to do a lot of weightlifting at one time. I used to be fairly hefty, but it's all gone to fat. Oh dear. I used to like spinners. I used to do a lot of spinners when I was in the UK, and I love that. It was 6 days a week I used to do spinners. Now look at me. Talk about going backwards, it's not right, is it? Anyway, didn't you once say that you're yes. I've got thyroid issues. It seems to be all linked to my fibromyalgia. They're one of the symptoms. Didn't know at the time though. But yeah, I have to take thyroxine. Yeah, I did used to lift weights. I used to do quite a bit of weights, and spinners are like it's an exercise bike, but it's more of a. It's not about just like resistance. It's more like riding the bike, if it makes any sense. And you have to keep the momentum going, and it's almost like a freewheeler. So you would usually have like a trainer. You have some, and you have to get out of the saddle. And it's like you ride up the hills, you change the speeds and all sorts of stuff. It's really good. It's good fun. I really enjoyed that. I used to lift weights. I don't know why, because I used to work on. I was always lifting shit anyway. To be fair. Canadian LNG shipping has started to Asia. That's about a week or two ago now. Already 3 or 4 of them, and it will be 1 per day at full capacity. That is a shitload of gas. That is a shitload of gas. That is going to make a massive difference to Canada's economy. It's going to Asia. It could even be going to Europe as well at some point. Yeah, hypothyroidism doesn't help. No, because effectively I've got a slow metabolism, so no, it doesn't help. I look at food, I put weight on. It's also a catch-22, isn't it? You end up being in a bit of a trap. So you struggle physically, so then you end up doing less, moving less, and you've got to be really aware of it. Otherwise, you end up in a hell of a flipping state. And you just got to keep moving. You just got to keep moving. Otherwise, you just end up in a bit of a spiral. So, according to Donald Trump, we all got to stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein. And he was obviously charged with sex trafficking and minors back in 2019, while Donald Trump was the president. And then he was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell. Oh, I wonder who was involved with that. Now, his brother, I think it's Mark Epstein. In fact, I've got that here somewhere. Mark Epstein is saying, oh, here we go. He is saying that Jeffrey Epstein, he definitely did not kill himself. That's 100%, he says. That's what Mark Epstein is saying. This guy here was saying, I was in the same jail as Jeffrey Epstein. I know what happened. And he definitely didn't kill himself. I don't know. This is a bit long, so I don't know if we can redo it all. I haven't watched this yet, so I don't actually know myself. But if this is correct. Oh, what's that? What's that looking at? What's my phone look the way down there for? Blimey. Blimey. That looks like a messy screen, doesn't it? So. I don't want all that crap. There you go.
And that's not okay if this is going to be a justice system. And I think I briefly touched on
Horrible human, Jeffrey Epstein, and I guess I'll let you take it away. You clearly have some thoughts.
Well, recently, for the people who don't know, I did a radio show, and I was asked about Jeffrey Epstein. And I think I briefly touched on this in another period, but we really didn't get deep into it. And on the radio show, we really didn't either. They just asked me, why do I have such strong opinions of what happened to him? And I said, well, first, I don't think it's okay that any of us forget how many kids were affected by whatever happened to them on that island sexually, underage, and nobody else has been arrested. Nobody's names have came forward, and that's not okay.
That's
If
interesting,
this
right?
is going to be a justice system, it's got to be one for all, right? And especially when it's crimes against our kids. So I don't want to let that situation go. I'm not going to be just time when we forget about it, like this country's used to with everything, with 9/11 or anything else. That does not just disappear. So I spent over 4 years in MCC, where Jeffrey Epstein was. So I know what it is to be on the 10th floor in those solitary confinement cells where Jeffrey Epstein was. I know what it is to be a high-profile inmate like Jeffrey Epstein was. Well, actually, he was probably the number one highest-profile inmate in this country, in probably ever, I would think, because of his involvement with so many people on all sides of the aisle in other countries, he was also accused of being an operative. Whether that's true or not, who knows?
So, what you saying?
What I'm saying, he definitely did not kill himself. That's 110%.
Okay.
So
then what happened?
now, what happened is our Attorney General, Barr, completely lied to every citizen in this country when he said that he was going to look into the investigation. And I believe he was in Texas when he said, somebody asked him, one of the media outlets asked him, Barr, did you look into this? And he said, yes, I did. And there was nothing there to look into, so I dropped it. And then the follow-up question was, what do you mean there was nothing there for you to look into? And he says, well, I watched the video and no one entered the tier. Stop right there. So what Attorney General Barr said is, all you people are too fucking stupid, so I can really
Well done, Crum, done with that.
abuse you all. I don't want to sound like my cousin Vinny, abuse yous. I don't want, and I'm going to insult everybody's intelligence. But he forgets that a lot of us dummies that were in jail know the system. And here's the system for the people who don't know. If a count is not cleared because he said 2 guards fell asleep and did not do the count, so they did not find Epstein dead until the next morning. That's so fucking insulting and laughable, because if that occurs, then they hit the deuces in the jail. They try to contact the guards upstairs, and it can't be 1, it's got to be 2. Have
Take
to
care,
walk
Lady
and do
Bubble
counts.
Trickle toes.
So I'll walk you through that. When they do a count, they go into each cell, and if somebody's not moving, they kick the door or bang the door. If it's a dorm-like cell, they hit your rack, your bunk, with their stick or their light, and they make you move your foot or your hand, because in the past there was dead bodies, and they had to make sure while you're sleeping you're really alive, not dead. Okay. In these lockdown cells, there's cameras in a lot of the cells, and there's cameras on the tier. So when Barr said that nobody went on the tier, it's impossible, because you need 2 guards. If they fall asleep, they can't, because control downstairs calls up and they cannot clear the count in the building. And if that's what occurs, they don't clear the count. They hit the deuces because they think there's a hostage situation upstairs in that tier if nobody answers. Or they think the guards were killed. So they cannot, nobody moves, they lock down the whole facility. Whether there's any movement at all, that facility, by anybody, it's completely stopped. They bring their, what they call, different, depends on the jail itself, what they call their units, special units. And they'll call outside SWAT to come to the building with armed enforcement because they're worried about hostages, prison breaks, and murder of the guards.
Okay, so in your best opinion, what do you think took place?
So,
It don't sound like it's possible, does it?
yeah, I'm excited because it's got caught blatantly lying, Bob.
Cheers, Chrome Dome.
So, if this occurs and they
So
claim
much
to be
reality
sleeping,
TV show crap vibe
right,
with Trump.
they
Yes,
would come up initially
definitely.
and see that they're sleeping, wake them up and do the count, right?
There you go.
That didn't happen.
No, Lady Baltimore.
And they didn't, the 911 tapes have disappeared because they only have to keep them for a year.
Wait, wasn't there also something that, like, the two guards that were supposed to be doing
Keep that
something
in the
were
background, I
asleep?
want towards you.
Yeah, it's impossible.
By
Don
coincidence,
Lemon
they're
interviewed
asleep or something
Epstein's
like that?
brother
It's
last
impossible because they wake 'em up and
Friday.
tell them to go do the count.
Quite a good watch.
But here's how they killed him.
Well, he don't reckon he's been.
Wait, can I think my opinion and you tell me
Mark-
if you think this is
Mark
right?
Epstein was saying that he was definitely
I feel
killed.
like they
This guy
said
who was
between
in
this time and this time
same
we're
prison.
not gonna come bother you.
John
basically,
Elite
you know the details more
was.
than I do. We're not gonna come bother
He's
you.
also saying that
Here's
he's
how you're gonna
definitely
do it. Go do
definitely
it.
was murdered.
And then he did it. Or no, and then so they facilitated the act. Like I think that he didn't, like, when people say like he didn't kill
This
himself.
is planet
I think maybe he was
Earth.
the
Welcome.
one. I think that there was a system put in place to help facilitate and look like he killed
Epstein
himself,
who?
but it wasn't. That's not really killing
Right.
yourself.
You have, when an inmate tries to kill himself, let me back up, which he did supposedly prior. He's then put in.
Time for dinner. Meatloaf is. Oh God! Take care, Chrome Dome.
They take
Look after
any
yourself, mate.
spoilers, They take anything he can kill himself with, any kind of
Enjoy your meatloaf.
cover, so he can't take the strings out of it and hang himself. Everything's
Oh, dear
he's
me.
in a cambered cell where he even showers in there. They turn the shower on at whatever time. There's a mic inside the room. They tell him get up and shower, and they turn it on. Whatever time they feel like turning it on. Whether it's 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It's a nice shower. He gets up. If he doesn't get up, they turn it off after 5-10
Cold?
minutes. Yeah. Now, control room has the cameras. There's several places in that.
That's enough of him. That's enough of him. That is. But it's it makes you wonder, doesn't it? You know, he's saying that he was in that same prison. He was an inmate. He was, and it appears that there is a procedure. So the claims that by Tony Barr and what have you, it seemed to be, how to put it, non-legit. Take care, Madman. Be good, my friend. To make it look like I'm working. Take it, my friend. Be good. Thanks a lot. Got a bit careful relying on evidence of some guy who had been an inmate in the same facility. Oh, God, yeah, definitely. He's a criminal. But it does make you wonder, doesn't it? It just means there are questions. It has to be queried, regarding the procedures and that. Just to say, oh, yeah, well, Pam Bondi's saying that every day there's 1 minute of footage goes missing or something because of... no, that's rubbish. I used to install security systems when I used to work at AllShorts along with alarm systems. And that back then, there was never a minute lost of changeover. That's ridiculous. They overlapped. They always got more than one. Well, when we used to, they were just tapes years ago, and they were dual. There was more than one tape. These days, it's all digital. Take care, Chrome Dome. And Mad Bung. Thanks, buddy. You can't believe a word out of America. No, you can't. Definitely can't believe a word out of Donald Trump. And these people is just like that Charlie Kirk geezer. Oh my giddy aunt, he's also dancing around on the head of a pin trying to cover up for Trump. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And we're supposed to just listen to this and as though it's all legit. Because we are reliant on what we're told. And if there's somebody's got control of the media, well then, quite frankly, we're a bit of a losing game, really, aren't we? There we go, on there. I'll tell you something, it could be worse though. The US military could start using grok or something like that, you know, that'd be really bad, wouldn't it? Oh, hang on. Oh, the US military just announced that they will start using grok, the AI model that last week just, called itself Mecha Hitler. You know? Yeah, it sounds like a prime candidate, why not use that? Don't sound like a great idea to me, no. Trump is doubling down on the auto pay of Biden. It's all distraction. Everything's a fucking distraction. It's like, you know, everything that's going on, Donald Trump is just, like for instance, what's going on with Ukraine at the moment. It's all a distraction. All of a sudden, Donald Trump said, we're going to supply Ukraine with missiles, etc. But you're going to be paying for it, you know, as in United Nations, and also NATO members. We're not paying for it, but you can pay for it, but we'll supply you. He's such a cop-out, that man. Absolute cop-out. There's so much that could be done to help Ukraine, but we just don't do it. Instead, it just drags on and on and on. Could you imagine if we actually stepped in and helped Ukraine? I don't believe for a minute that Russia would have nuclear missiles and shit like that. They wouldn't. It's a zero-sum game. You know, it just is. No one's going to do that. Maybe tacticals, but no, nothing else. It's just they're not going to do it. And it could escalate. Yes, it could. But the other end of the other side of the coin, it could have actually stopped this war and all these people being killed in Ukraine much sooner if we did get involved. I don't want to, did they? I just feel it feels cowardly to me. Hello, Jared Fleming. I hope you're well. For grok to be used by the said military, yes. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. I remember 24-hour CCTV tapes, yeah. And also the old DAT tapes as well. There's the, crikey, when the old CCTV tapes. What were they? They're like high 8 type tapes. They were the days. Yeah, they were the days. Things were different back then. They were dual tape machines as well. But they work, you know, they're a bit shitty quality. You know, these modern systems are really, you know, the quality's brilliant, you know, you're not gonna, all like 1080p and 4K and whatever, you know, there's just, and also with the cloud servers, there ain't no going in there and say, oh, I'm gonna remove the tapes and no one will know I've been here. No, they'll all be on the fucking servers. They'll be up there somewhere in the cloud floating about. There ain't getting away from it. 100% tariffs on only $4 billion from Russia. Yeah, that's a bit of a joke, isn't it? And that's one of the reasons why they didn't put tariffs on Russia in the first place, in its first announcement, because there wasn't really much going on there. It's, 50 days, so we're going to see. If they don't stop the war, we're going to tariff them 100%. Says Donald Trump. What a joke. Man, it's just a joke. It's all a distraction. Everyone's talking about that now. They and MAGA are going to keep talking about Epstein. They are. The big fear is that there's as many as 1,000 thousands of Russians in the EU within the Schengen. Well, there would be, wouldn't there? Even one of Putin's daughters lives in the Netherlands. Then there's all the sleeper agents, and then there'll be all the oligarchs and that, who have been sanctioned. A lot of them have, but had their yachts impounded, and they've been sold off. Hot of it, isn't it? To fund munitions for Ukraine. Down we come. PP tapes. PP tapes. We want to see the PP tapes. And the CC PP tapes. What about the golden showers? We want to see the golden showers as well. Oh dear. DJD, Donald J. Trump doesn't even know how tariffs work. I think he does. I think he knows how they work. He just doesn't think you know how they work. So he's just... They'll be paying the tariffs. You won't be paying the tariffs. They'll be paying the tariffs. The other countries are going to be paying the tariffs. It's had enough times, and these people believe him. I absolutely believe him, and it just shows the level, the cognitive ability of these people, and obviously the fact they're not very well read or have any dealings with this kind of stuff. Well, we all know that it's always the importer that pays the tariffs, and they pass it on to whoever. Be far better just putting sanctions in on Russia that are immediately available to have and also put sanctions on other countries using, for instance, Russian gas and stuff like that. We've got to stop funding the war. It doesn't make any sense. Hello, Marcus. Hope you're well, my friend. Good evening, all. Oh, we meet again. We do. We'll meet again. I don't know where. I don't know when. But we'll meet again. Oh, the jail guy sounds like a Russian asset. Well, so does Donald Trump. Yeah. I would be a bit surprised. Everything is just so crazy at the moment, isn't it? Nothing seems to make sense. Everything is a conspiracy theory, and on both sides, we all do it because it's interesting, or fascinated by it. It's like we're our own worst enemies, and all we do is just promote the conspiracies by keep talking about. I could probably say that we here in the chat are completely off Russian energy. Good on you. That is good. They are dynasties. Crime family. They are. We've talked about all the Russian oligarchs and stuff. Marcus, you said the fact is as long as billionaires get it easy, growing unrest in the USA continues to skyrocket. It's like a powder keg waiting for a spark that needs to be lit. Need to help ignite it, because these people, it's just, you're never ever going to get them to be more generous with their money, spend their money. They are happy. They want to sit on it. They want to hoard it. They want to just keep reinvesting and making more money, which then effectively just takes more money out of the system, more money away from you, less money trickling down, less. Jeff Bezos is just ludicrously ridiculous. Mark Zuckerberg, ludicrously ridiculous. The amount of money they've got, and obviously Elon Musk, it's beyond a joke. It's beyond a joke. And when you've got very little growth, it's very noticeable. When the country is struggling, it's very, very noticeable. When the people are struggling, it's very, very noticeable. It's not jealousy. It's morality. It's just it's very unfair. Okay, some of it might be jealousy, Oh, I'd like a bit of that, You can't keep extracting money out of an economic system without it collapsing. And it was so close to that point. Not just in the US, in the UK as well, and in the EU. Too many multi-billionaires out there just literally taking everything. They own everything. Absolutely fucking everything. If you've got a mortgage, they own your house. You know, it's just like that. Absolutely everything. You've got a pension. Oh, they own that and all. Absolutely everything they own. So yes, we do need a revolution. Yes, we need to bring down, the Bastille and all that, you know. Like I say, it's today, it's Bastille Day in France. Take care, Jared. Be good. I have to go. Have a great day. You too, my friend. Not long back when my ketamine therapy universe says hi. Elon was there. He needs a better doctor. For the time they left Germany, a crime family. Are you talking about the royal family? They're all descendants of Germans, aren't they? Gina says, it's funny that you're alive when I woke up, and are you alive when I'm off to bed? Oh dear. Hello, Gina. Hope you're well. Hey, Marcus, truth. Trump is a businessman, not a politician. He's not even a businessman. His businesses are going flop. You know? You're only as good as the people you got around you. They're the people that kept him afloat. Whenever he gets involved, he has a cash extractor and the business has just failed, just like all his fucking casinos that failed. He basically billed them. That's what he used to do. He used to bill them for his involvement to oblivion. And then they collapsed. Then we come. Oh, don't forget to boot the old like button. How many likes we got? How many likes? Oh, crikey. Have we got many likes or not many likes? Oh, excuse-moi. In fact, I can't tell. I have to call it a night, I think. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. I think I'm going to have to make a move. I've been on over an hour. An hour and 18 minutes. Ain't too bad. Oh, I could go for a Russian bride, are you? Oh, dear. No, Cannibal Home says, night all to you, my friend. Be good. Would go for a Russian bride, but would probably kill me for my overdraft. Possibly. Oh dear. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. That's not a great idea. He's a crook. He certainly is. He's a crook. Trump's grandfather ran a brothel in Yukon. I'm not surprised. I didn't know that one, actually. His grandfather did. Oh, blimey. There we come. Just making sure I've checked everything. Yep, I'll be on again later tomorrow, probably, sometime. But for now, I'm going to say toodaloo, you know. So toodaloo and have a low... Well, actually, you're probably going to bed, aren't you? You know, what was your bread? That's first one, go ahead. Take care, my friend. Be good. And thanks to Mad Monk and whoever else was there doing the older... the business. You know, get rid of stupid trolls. Toodaloo!